Hey guys, welcome to Timography.
In today's tutorial, you're going to be designing this flyer you're seeing right here on your screen. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and let us grow it together. Right? Let's get straight to work. So we'll start by opening our Corel Draw. Right? The flyer we're going to be designing is going to be in A5, but the workspace is currently set at A4. So we are going to come here, page size, and then change it to A5, right? Then we are going to come to our rectangle tool and draw a box. Normally, I am supposed to double click here and the box will just fit into the workspace. But because of this version of Corel Draw that I'm using, it's not allowed here. You have to do it manually. So I'll draw a box, then click outside, right, and copy the height. Click on the box, paste it, right, copy it again and click on the box and paste it. Then you press P, letter P on your keyboard to centralize it, and then you come here or here to remove the outline of the box. That's a stroke, right? Now that we have done that, the next thing we are going to do right now, guys, is to import the materials that we're going to use for this design. So you right click and come to import, right? Then you come to where we save the materials and then import all of them. Import everything you're seeing here. You import everything you're seeing here, right? The first thing we are going to do, guys, is to bring in this picture you're seeing right here. You're going to bring it in, right click on it, and then come to power click and then power click it into the box, right? Then you right click on it again and come to edit power click, right? And then we'll have to adjust this picture, right? You adjust it like this, right? You see what we have right now? We adjust it like this. This is a very nice picture, right? You don't need any background. The thing is, when you have a good picture, you don't need a background, right? You don't need to start bringing background and blending them together to make it look nice, because this picture right here passes all the messages that we need to pass, and we are going to use this picture like that and put our text on it. So when we scale it up like this, then we are going to click on finish, right, for it to finish. So the next thing we are going to do, guys, is we'll come to our rectangle tool, right, and then draw a box like this. Let's draw it down like this, right, and then click on it, hold our shift key down, and then click on the picture, then press letter L on our keyboard, then we take our let's cut it, Control X, and then edit power click, right, and paste the box inside, right? So when we'll come to our color eyedropper tool, right, and then pick this color you're seeing here, this purple color you're seeing here, pick it and then pour it inside like this. You see it, guys, and pour it inside like this. Then we come down here and remove the outline, right? So we now pick our transparency tool and then we come this way and apply it like this, right? We come this way and apply it like this, and then we come to our merge mode where we have normal and select soft light. You see what we have, guys? Let's drag it like this, right? You see what we have? Soft light, right? Let's see screen. Let's see what screen does. Oh no, we need let's try overlay. Okay, I think overlay is nicer. Let's see soft light again. Soft light. The light is soft. Let's see overlay. Let's go back to overlay. Right, I think overlay does it better for me. Right, then we click on it and then Control C, Control V. Right, after we duplicate like that, we now come to mirror horizontally. Right, we now mirror it, then we now take it like this to this place. Can you see what we have, guys? Can you see what we have, guys? Right, you see what we have right now. You see what we have right now. Let's take it back. Let's take this to the right a little. Let's take this to the right a little. Right, and let's take this to the left too a little. Right, so that we'll have that feel. Let's bring it inside a little. We need to adjust it to make sure it looks very nice. Right, let's take it down. You can see we are having that purple feel. You're having that purple feel on it. Right, you're having that purple feel. Right, so now that we've done that, the next thing we are going to do right now is to draw that box again. We'll come here, right, draw the box again down like this. Right, and then apply the purple that we copy. So the next thing we are going to do, right, is to pick our transparency tool again and then apply it this way. We'll apply it this way. Let's raise it up a little. Right, let's leave it at normal. Then we come to this place. Right, we double click like this to adjust the color. We come here and then change the color to like very dark shade, and this is making sense. You see what we have? This is making sense. Right, you see what we've turned the picture to? You see what we've turned the picture to? See what we've turned the picture to? You see it, guys? So the next thing is to start bringing our text on it. We have a fantastic background like this with the picture in it blended together. We are just too good to go, right? So the next thing we are going to do, guys, is we are going to, let's bring these guys aside, right? Let's bring these guys aside. The next thing we are going to do, guys, is we are going to bring in our text, right? Let's go cut the text. These are all the text that we want to use. We highlight it and then copy like this. Then come back here, pick our text tool, then draw like this, and then paste it inside. So we highlight it and give it white so that we'll be seeing what we are doing. So now that we have our text inside, right? So the next thing we are going to do is to start bringing them in one by one. So let's start from this music night, right? We'll copy this music night, right, and bring it here. Then we cut it, Ctrl K to break it apart, and then we increase it like this. Let's highlight it and then change the case to uppercase, right? And we'll change the case to uppercase. We'll now come here and then change the font to like Consens. Let's use Consens Extra Bold, right? We use Consens Extra Bold. We now come here like this and then drag this. We come to that's shape to that I picked. Then you use your mouse to drag it like this and then take this guy up. And then take this guy up like this, right? Then you increase it. You see what we have right now? You see what we have right now? Then let's give it like a gold color and then raise it up like this. You see what we have right now. You see what we have right now. Let's raise it up a little. Right? You see what we have right now. So the next thing we are going to do, guys, is we're going to draw a box like this. We're going to draw a box like this here, right? And then give it this color. Let's give it like red. Let's come to our interactive field too, right? And then do it like this and give this place like red, right? Let's give it like red. Then bring this inside like this. Then we'll remove the outline, right? When we remove the outline, we'll now bring it this way and also slant it like this. When we'll do it this way, we'll bring it down, right? And then let's reduce it a little. Take it up, take it up. Right, and then we'll highlight this and then change it to uppercase. Right, and we'll change it to uppercase. Let's bring it up. Right, and then we come to our font again and change it to like Consens Bold. Right, and then we come here like this, and then we do it this way. We rotate it like this. We rotate it like this, and then put this on it. You see what we have, guys? So the next thing we are going to do, guys, is we are going to export this guy music and take it to Photoshop and use a text effect on it. Change the color to black. I like it when it's on black. Let's now export it by coming here or pressing Ctrl E on our keyboard, right? And then we change, let's name it music. We change it to PNG. You show it's on PNG, then you export it like this, and then you export it. Now we are not going to look for our text effect. Let's go find it. The text effect that we see what we exported here. So I have this group of text effects on my system, right? I'm just going to open it, right? The link to download this text effect and every other material that is being used in this tutorial will be in the comment section. Sorry, will be in the description below. So download it and also use it, right? You see all the text effects I have. These are good text effects. I have more of them and I'm willing to give them out for free, right? But I'm not going to do that until we reach like 1K subscribers on this channel. Then I will now give it out for free. So subscribe, share the video, and get more people to come subscribe so that we can build this community together. So let's check the text effects. I think I like this guy. I like it so much, right? Let us open it. Right, let's see if we can try another one. Let's try another one, and let's try this too, right? Anyone that works for us is what we're going to use. So now that we have our text effect opened in Photoshop, so the next thing we are going to do is to start to removing the text, the unwanted text that we have on it. You come here, see this place. This is where all the properties of this thing is, all the layers, right? So you remove this layer, additional text, you remove it, and you remove background because we don't need the background, right? So you now come here, this place where we have place your text here. You double click. When you double click, cancel this, and you remove this guy too here. You remove it, and then you come to where you exported your music night, right? You just drag it inside like this, drag it and bring it here, right? And then you increase it, and you increase it like this. You save, right? Let's increase it a little bit, right? Then you save. When you save it, you now come here and close it, right? Automatically you are having it here, Music Night. Automatically is here. Then you save it, Control Shift S on your keyboard, and then you save as PNG. You save as PNG, right? And you save it as PNG, right? So let's check the second text effect, right? We open this place like this. You see the text, remove the text layer, and then remove this background layer so that we have only this. Then we come here, double click, remove this owner, right? And then come and drag your music festival. You drag it like this, and then you put it inside, right? And then you increase it like this, and then okay. Then you Control S on your keyboard to save it. When you save it, then you now close it. Automatically you're having Music Night here like this, right? So we're now going to save it. Control Shift S on your keyboard to save it. Then you save as PNG2, and then you save it, right? Let's go back to our CorelDRAW, right? See the one we have before. Let's move it aside like this, and then right click, import, right? And then we import the two. Let's import the two and see which one is going to work better for us, right? Like we have two now. Let's open it and see which one. I don't think this will work like that. I don't think so. I like this, right? This is fantastic. I like this one. Right? You see what we have right now. You see what we have right now. You see what we have right now, right? Then let's come to our shape tool and then shape it like this and shape it this way, right? So now that we have this, right, let's delete this guy, right? Let's put this aside, right? So the next thing we are going to do right now is to start bringing these guys in. Let's bring this guy in. Let's bring this guy like this, right? And then we are going to bring this two. We need this two, right? So what we are going to do, guys, is we are going to break this guy apart. Let's like this, and then Control K on our keyboard to break everything apart. Then we'll bring this here. Then this guy, we are going to also break this guy apart, right? And then Control K or Control K will now change the font to Consens Extra Bold for Eniola. Consens Extra Bold for Eniola. Then we'll now bring this guy, we'll bring it up like this, and then we highlight it and change, right click on it and then change the case to uppercase as well, right? Let's change the font to like Consens Bold and then reduce it. Reduce it and then let's change this one to Consens Bold and then reduce it like this. Let's take it up and then come to our shape tool and then drag it down like this. Right? So you see what we have right now. Then let's give this guy this color, right? So we are going to also bring this guy here and then we'll break it apart like this and then press Ctrl K on our keyboard to separate it. So we are going to use these same fonts we use here. The font size, we are using it here, right? The same font we use for Eniola 2. We're going to use it here, right? So let's change Eniola to having the price 25k to Consens Bold, and then change this one to Consens Bold as well, and then give that this color, right? Give that this color. You see what we have right now. Then we are going to come here, bring this guy in like this, and then break it down, and then break it down. Then you give it, let's give it Consens Bold, and then you come to your shape 2 and then drag it up like this, and then reduce it. Right? So now that we have that, we are now going to put the logo of the club. We put the logo of the club, right? So this is the logo, is in JPEG, right? And we are going to change it to a vector image. So on how to do that, we'll come to bitmap, come to mode, and then come to black and white, right? So you see that the details are not showing, so you adjust it, right, and make sure everything is showing, then you click OK. So after that, you come to your trace bitmap, and then come to outline trace, and then come to line art, right? And you come to line art, you come to group, right? You group it by color, then you delete original, then you come like this. You see what we have, then you delete the original, delete, right? Then you delete the black inside, and then bring this right here like this, and bring it here. Bring it here. You see what we have, right? Let's group them one by one. By the time we group them like this, then we now come to our freehand tool here. Then you draw a line like this. Let's give it like 1. Let the outline be 1, right? And then you give it white, right? When you give it white, you now duplicate it like this and put it here. Then you duplicate it again and put it here, right? I think it's too tall, so let's see if we can reduce it a little bit, right? Then we highlight it like this, group it, and then reduce it, right? Then bring it up. You make sure it's centralized, right? Make sure it's centralized, right? Okay, so the next thing we are going to copy right now is the address and the telephone number, right? Let's bring the address and the telephone number like this, put it here, and then we delete this tel, right? Let's change the font to like Consens Bold again, and then we come here and reduce it. When we reduce it like this, we'll now come to our shape 2 and then drag it this way. Let's reduce it a little more and make sure it's centralized. Make sure it's centralized. So you see what we have now, right? Right? So let's save. Make sure you're saving as you're working, right? Make sure you're saving as you're working. I'm saving mine here, right? Music night. Let's see, right? So we're now going to bring in the sponsors, right? So we cannot put all of them like this. We have to convert them to vector images, right? So let's take our shape 2 and use it to adjust this here. bitmap it. Let's come to bitmap and then bitmap it. Let's increase it a little, right? After that, you come back to bitmap, you come to mode, and you come to white and black and white, right? You see what we have here. Make sure you get everything, and then you see if you increase that thing too much. For instance, if you increase it too much, you will lose details. And sometimes if you reduce it too much, you also lose details. You see it. So to not lose any detail, you have to make sure that you adjust it very well, that everything is showing, and then you come here and say, okay, the next thing you're going to do is to come to trace bitmap, and then come to outline, and then come to line art, right? So when you do that, you group by color, and then you say okay, right? So let's delete this one. So after deleting that, then you now bring this guy, bring it here, right? And then reduce it, right? You reduce it. So the same thing we are going to do for this guy. Let's just trace bitmap directly because this one has color, right? Let's just bitmap directly, right? So this one has color and this is okay like this. Let's bring it here too. Let's bring it here. Let's remove the white outline because we don't need it. Right? Let's bring it here. Let's ungroup it. And then we need to remove this from the grouping and then give it white. You see what we have, guys? Then we group it and then adjust it this way. Let's delete the original. So this one too, because this one too is sharp, so we are not going to we are not going to change the mode, right? We'll just come to trace bitmap and then line art direct and see okay. Then we'll delete the original and then remove the white outline, remove it for this guy too, and then we'll change it to white, right? And then we reduce it and bring it here. And bring it here, right? So when we're done like that, then we make sure it's centralized. Let's reduce it a little and then position it well. Position it well. So the next thing we are going to bring right now is the music performances. Let's cut it and then bring it here. We are going to position it directly here, right? Going to position it directly here. And then come to consents, come to font and then change it to consents, right? And then we take our shape tool and then adjust it a little. Let's adjust the spacing a little, right? And then we say Control K on our keyboard and then give it a yellow, right? We'll give that a yellow, right? And then we come to this place and then we'll paste it here like this, right? Let's delete this date too and then bring it down. Then we Control K to separate them and then come here and draw a box like this. And we'll draw a box like this. We'll now bring our, let's give the box outline white, and then let's make the thickness be 1.5, right? Then we'll bring this guy like this, and then let's look for one font that is called Navad 3, not for Navad 3, right? I use Navad 3 like that. We now bring it here and then do it like this, right? Let's enhance it with a stroke. We come here and then let's change the stroke to like 0.5. Let's see 1. Okay, I think 1 is not bad. And then we come like this and raise it up. November 18th, right? And then we bring the time here like this. Let us do this like this to separate it. Let's give this to 1.5, right? And give it like yellow color, and then give this to like Navad 3, right? Navad 3, and then we put it this way, and then we leave it like this. Guys, this is what we have. Let's delete this, we don't need it again. So we are done like this. See what we have right now, right? You see what we have. We are done. So if you have any question, please ask me in the comment section below, and say something, subscribe and say something in the comment section. So I will see you guys on the next one.